Okay, my friends, so here we are with the finished cover from Inkscape. Now we're going to spruce it up with the GIMP, the open source free version or competition to Adobe's Photoshop. If you don't have it, you can go get it at the GIMP or gimp.org and download it for free. And it does enough to compete with Photoshop. It's not as good as Photoshop, but it's just as good in this case. Okay, so this isn't really supposed to be a GIMP tutorial, but we have to finish our cover, and this will maybe help you appreciate what graphic artists do, because it's not just one program. They spend hundreds of hours on these covers. So the next time you want your buddy to make a cover for you, just think about this. You know, they take hundreds of hours. I downloaded higher resolution version of the covers. Let's take a look at that. Let's look at all the detail in there. That's the low resolution, right, from the book cover. Now let's see the high resolution one. Whoa, look at that. That's a lot of detail. We are not going to go into this much detail today, my friends, but I will show you how to get those results. So let's go back to the GIMP, and you can see already that ours is way too shiny. So we should go back in Inkscape and play with those filters. But let's just get into the feathers, shall we? We're going to, first of all, use our magnifying glass here to get close up, and you can see that filter in Inkscape made some weird stuff here. So let's smudge it up a bit, and with the smudge tool, and we're going to use the soft brush with the soft edges. Now we're going to change the size. We want it pretty big. We want it just about this size right there, and we're going to use the defaults. I'm using a Wacom tablet. If you're using a mouse, this is a real pain. So click, I don't have to click because I'm using a Wacom tablet, and I'm just gonna get rid of all of these weird digitizations and pixelizations here. So some of them I like, though, around the corners. I'm gonna leave those, but notice how I can really spruce up the feathers with this smudge tool. Sizing down here, and look at that. Yeah, cool effects. So I can make the feathers really stand out like that, like it's moving, you know. So this smudge tool is really cool. Don't overdo it, right? But I want to clean it up a bit and get away some of these pixelizations here. Yeah, so you see how I messed up? So I'm going to go backwards, Control Z, and I want to keep that sharpness right there. But in here, I want to get rid of those pixelizations. That's pretty good, actually. That's actually enough. I want some of those lines there. And you can also go inwards like that, you see? And that's what we're going to do in a second when we make some more feathers and stuff. So let's just clean this up a bit. Now, where was that high resolution one? There we go. Look at that. Wow, that's a lot of detail. Long feathers here, eyes, everything that we didn't see in the other one. So we're just going to go and okay, we're going to take brown paintbrush, much smaller than this, much smaller. 1 pixel, yeah, let's see, 1 pixel. I think I want 2 pixels. Yeah, that's better. And we're just going to squiggle around here like that. We're going to do some of these things. What else did he have here? Okay. Oh yeah, a lot of stuff. Okay. I'm just going to freehand this stuff here. There's an eye in there. There's some feathers right there. Going to make it a little bit thicker. And all of this stuff in here, right? And now all we got to do is smudge it up. So, okay, get yourself a Wacom tablet. Save yourself the time. Now we use the smudge tool again. Make it a lot bigger, and we're going to smudge this up here. Notice that it's not quite thick enough, so I'm going to do it again. Yeah, let's smudge that up a little bit. Okay, but I want some more here, so let's go get our paintbrush again. A little bit thicker. Oh, that's too thick. Much too thick. Okay, do it like that. How about some of that? And right about there, right about there. Okay, let's get our smudge tool again and go for it like that. And I'm just blasting it, you know, I'm really not trying here. Now I'm going to go the other way like that, and you can see you can get some really cool feather effects. Go both ways like that. Checka checka. Right? Move this stuff around. Smudge it all over the place. There you go. Okay, so let's see now. Let's zoom out a bit. Doesn't look that bad actually. So the point is, I'm not going to copy this cover perfectly. We don't have hours here. I want this tutorial to be a little bit less than half an hour, you know. I just want to show you what's possible here. And now you can see how these guys spend hours and hours making a painting like that. Okay? So we're going to get really close to it. And for the sake of brevity, I'm not going to do it perfectly. Let's get some highlights in there. And do this all with the smudge tool, and you don't have to be an artist. I mean, look, I'm just you know, just ad-libbing here. See that? You can spend hours on this, okay? So I just want to show you what's possible with simple tools like the smudge tool. Okay? So you can do this forever. You get smaller and smaller, and you get more in the details, and then you've done 12 hours of work and you didn't even notice. Okay, so that's how you make that. Now if you have a couple of other hours, you can really replicate that cover, but it's not just about replicating the cover. I want to show you how to make your own covers. So let's do the arrow now, and yeah, okay, I want that a little bit more like that. Okay, now we're going to use the clone tool. We're going to make the clone tool exactly the same size as the arrow shaft. So we have to tweak it a bit. That is almost right. We just want it up there. You know, actually we can use the smudge tool for that. We can just smudge it in there. See that? Just bring it in there. And then when we zoom out, it looks pretty good. It just has to go over the lower jaw, like this guy has it right there. Okay, like said, we can get it really fine later. I'm just going to show you for the sake of brevity how to do this stuff. So clone tool, no, let's go in here now. Okay, now the clone tool, control, click, click, and now I'm going to clone it in over. Okay, and now I'm going to use the smudge tool again to spruce it up a bit. Let's zoom out, and you will see that we are getting closer and closer to that cover. And that looks pretty darned good, my friends. Like I said, the point isn't to copy other people. I want to show you how to use Inkscape and make your own awesome covers. So there it is. Now I will export it. File, export as a PNG or a JPEG, any size I want. Let's say 90 dpi for a thumbnail and 300 dpi for your actual cover and flyers and stuff. I'm going to put this in the desktop. No, I'm going to put this in the downloads. So export as PNG. I want this a JPEG. I think Amazon doesn't like PNGs for their cover, so export. Export. It's much smaller as a JPEG too. So look at that, and look at that. I know it's not perfect, but it's pretty damned close. If you look at the other one, look at that. I mean, the letters and everything are nearly perfect, razor sharp. That's how you get razor sharp graphics, with Inkscape. And then when you have to do this fine airbrush stuff, do not use Inkscape. Then use Photoshop or GIMP. And in another hour or two, I could make that cover look almost exactly like the other artist did. So use Inkscape and GIMP, my friends, and make your awesome covers and start making those books. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time, and subscribe to my channel and subscribe to my website. Thank you very much.